That's it. What are you doing?
I'm teasing.
I'm like hot over here. Hurry up.
I want to see
At the
that.
end, you guys might rape some people, but it was good.
It was.
Hi, welcome to the Beauty Parlor with Honeybee. Today we have a special guest coming to visit us all the way from New Jersey, and now he resides in Georgia. I would like to do a small introduction for Tyrone, Coach Hartman, and I'm really happy that he's here because he's like, oh my God, I'm waiting for this day all week long. I seen him on my calendar and I was just really waiting for this day. So without further ado, hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? I'm Honeybee. Nice to meet you.
Yep,
Thank you for stopping by the beauty parlor today. We really are happy that you're here to join us.
Got it.
Yes. So I'm gonna ask you just a few questions, just so the viewers can get to know you a little bit. So I really can get to know you. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I'm good. It's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I'm comfortable.
All right, you okay?
I'm
How you
good.
liking Georgia, first of all? How are you?
I like Georgia. I came down here for the weather
All right,
and for business.
all right.
The weather is perfect because in New Jersey we have this much of snow every winter.
Yeah,
So now down here it's like summer every day for me.
yeah, you liking it? That's
I
really
love
good.
the
We're
weather.
happy to have
I
you
can
here in
only
Georgia.
deal with like the metro area of Georgia.
Mhm.
I can't really deal with. I love Savannah because I've been there. I love Columbus. I've been there. I don't think I'm able to live there though.
Okay.
I'm a more metro guy,
Okay.
so I'm loving Atlanta.
All right, good. What thing?
We can cut this out. However, your gesture, it was like out of the way and it might get cut out.
It's okay.
What do you mean? Oh, like his hand?
Yeah.
All right. So that's fine.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna continue to roll, or what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Because we're going to edit it and put it together, like
Yeah.
the two pieces.
Okay, cool. Very
All
good.
right?
Yep.
So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, so the
Shoot.
viewers can get to know you a little bit. And, so the first question is, why does everyone call you Coach? We really would like to know that.
Well, a lot of people ask that, and I think I came up with the name Coach as a conversational piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because people usually think if you're a coach, you're like a basketball coach or a football
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, what kind of coach are you? So me, I'm a life coach, and when I talk about life coaching, I'm able to explain what life coaching is.
Yeah.
Life coaching is basically just like on the field of coaching, an individual gets trained how to utilize their body at the most effective way. But as a life coach, I'm able to work with individuals so they can be able to utilize their best decision-making skills and their
Yeah.
rational thinking at its optimum.
Yeah, that's really good because people, it's really nice to learn how to think. Yeah.
I mean, that was perfect. It's really nice and perfect to learn how to think.
To learn how to think.
Because when you're able to think, you're able to navigate through problems and issues and concerns and have a sense of value that's that help you get to your next level.
Yeah.
So that's why they call me Coach. I have a master's in counseling. I did counseling for about 20 years.
Yeah.
So I did counseling for about 20 years, and I moved into life coaching, which was a smooth transition. But at the same time, it deals with human development. So I'm able to work with people. I know how people operate, and life coaching was just a really good fit.
All right. Okay, good. That's good. What are some of the things that make you different from the rest?
Some things that make me different from the rest, I would say that one of my main objectives is to become a learned professional. When you're a learned professional, you're able to really articulate evidence-based practices. When I look at evidence-based
Yeah, I was
practices,
going to ask you that. Like, tell the people what evidence-based practices, because I'm like, okay.
Evidence-based practice is basically like methods that we utilize in psychology
Yeah.
when it comes to wellness.
Yeah.
And evidence-based practice is usually like 20 years or more of research.
Yeah.
You know, when you have 20 years or more of research, you're bringing a real skill set to people's lives, not just talking as friends. You know how if you get some friends get some advice from your girlfriend,
yeah,
just kind of like kicking a bobo, to giving you some information from their way of life or how they think. But evidence-based practice is 20 years of more of information that's been researched. You know,
yeah,
that's more of a more effective way of human change, life change. So
more of a focused
way of problem solving.
Yeah.
Not just
all over
what I think you need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, what I'm saying is what I think you need to do is it would be more of a homework.
Yeah.
You know, articulating facts.
Yeah. So you don't tell people what to do.
No.
Okay.
As a life coach, I don't tell people what to do. What I tell people is what we do is take a look at a problem or a value that they're struggling with, and my job is to ask the right questions. So, let me say this to the people.
Yeah.
Any life coach out there, your job from here on out is to ask the right question. That's all the life coach job is, to ask the right question. So from here on out, learn to ask the right question.
So you hear that. Don't be telling people what they need to do, because people get defensive.
Yes, and when you tell people what they need to do and it's wrong, they blame you. They will blame you because you told them what to do. You know?
Now, did you have to learn that? Like in the beginning of your life coaching, did you used to tell people what to do and you had to learn that?
Yes, because in as a therapist, it's very prescriptive.
All right.
You know, because you have to tell people what to do because they're in that state of they, you know, really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So you tell them what to do in order for them to put their wings on and maybe fly, you know. Yeah.
It seems like it would be more effective on people's lives
yes.
if they would coach, you would coach them into coaching themselves.
For sure. No, truly it will.
Yeah.
Because what happened is people get a sense of direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of me to keep telling them what to do, they kind of learning how to do it.
Themselves, and it makes themselves feel good, right?
Makes themselves feel
good.
Okay. You know, and it sticks more.
Yeah.
Because when that individual makes a decision and it's coming from them, they kind of stick to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, well, thank you. Let's move on to the next question.
Coaches out there, y'all better beware.
Stop telling people what to do.
Stop telling people what to do.
What inspires you?
Oh,
Please tell me what inspires you.
Well, I'll tell you what inspires me is my there's something called what's my why, and my why in life is my children and my family and those who are close to me. That's my why in life, you know. And my why in life is to ensure that I accumulate resources for them to have a great time on this earth, for the most part. You know, in basic form,
yeah.
I'm not,
you mean resources like
money. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid to say money. Yes, money.
Because money equals access.
No. Oh my, no, truly, for real. Access. That's my whole, that's what inspires me.
Yeah.
To be able to have money so my family and friends that are close to me can have access.
Yeah. Now, sometimes, let's just piggyback off that. Sometimes people say, like, I know you've heard the saying before, money isn't everything.
It's like H2O. We need it.
Or money don't make you happy. Or, you know, those...
Next question. If you broke up in a relationship with someone, would you rather ride around crying in a limousine or cry on a bus? You answer that. I would rather cry on a limousine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or you could take your money and go like on a trip somewhere. Yeah. We can take a trip together, no worries. Sunny skies and blue waters.
I mean, it's a lot of old training and ways of thinking that we operate off. I mean,
Yeah.
years ago, what happened is, it's like, you know, when they said, if you break a mirror, it's 7 years of bad luck.
Yeah.
What happened, that comes from actually that when people from I'll say the 1300s, if you broke a mirror, most mirrors back then was made of silver.
Yeah.
So the servant would have to work 7 years. So 7 years of bad luck for you for breaking that mirror. That doesn't apply today. Some.
Everything you say is funny. Oh my God, everything you say is funny. Keep talking.
I'm not afraid to talk about money or say that I really enjoy money. And
Yeah.
that's what inspires me.
Yeah.
You know, I have principles and all that, but my why is to take care of my family.
Yeah, and plus when you work really hard, like the end result is to make money. So
Yes.
you shouldn't have any bad feelings about expressing your love for money because
No.
we work
We work
really hard
really hard.
for our family
Yes.
and to make money. So
Yeah.
that's good. High five on that
High five
one.
on
Make
that
money.
one. I mean, you know, as long as your principles are where they need to
Yeah.
be concerning making things a win-win situation.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So moving on. What do you like about business?
What do I like about business? I really like to serve others.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I'm not the religious guy, but I think that if anyone wants to be like any prophet,
Yeah.
any prophet of the Bible, of the Quran, of the Torah, if you want to be like any prophet, serve others.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you serve others, and that's what business is for me,
Yeah.
serving others will bring about return.
Yeah.
Whether it's a profitable return concerning financial resources or a feel-good
Yeah.
service others. That's my whole.
Yeah, I'm in the service others industry, and I can totally agree with that because it really does make me feel good when I service others and they're really happy with it and then they feel
Yes.
good about themselves, and it makes me feel good, and I make money.
And you make money, no, so it becomes that win-win situation that we talked about before.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you
Yes.
know, when you service others, you know, and you make money from it, it's
Yes.
a win-win.
Yeah.
And then when you service others and, you know, you feel like, you know, you did a good job.
Yeah.
Or they walked away feeling like, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I enjoy serving
Yeah.
others in order to make a win-win situation. So everybody walks away feeling good.
Really good. Really good. So, what would you say to others trying to start a business? Tell the people. And just real quick, tell the people, because there's so many people, like today I had a client and she was like 50 years old.
Yes.
And she was telling me, oh, this is so nice, you have your own business. And I've always wanted to do that. So many times I hear people say, older people, they always wanted to do that.
Got it.
So I have two questions. What do you think is like the most, like, that hinders people from starting their own business? And what would you say to those people that would want to start a business?
Okay. The first thing I would say that, one thing that I tell people all the time is that the richest place in the world is the graveyard. Because most people die with all these great ideas.
Yeah.
Because of their fears of implementing their ideas.
Yeah.
You know? And then I would say that, you know, starting a business, you have to remove that being a fool in hope.
Yeah.
You know,
Elaborate on that.
hope is good. You know, hope is good. I hope everything works out. But there's something, at one point I posted something on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it said that, it said manage your optimism.
Yeah.
And when you manage your optimism, that means that you don't let your optimism go too far off the deep end.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't let it go too low.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of balance out the idea of what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
You know, and I say that because you don't want to have a business that's not making any money, but you wanted to do this business and make your family proud of you.
Yeah.
But there's no money being made.
Yeah.
That's not sensible. You know, that's a fool in hope. You hope this works out, but there's no profit after 6 months, 2 weeks. You know, you
so
got to
would you
kind of
tell them
balance.
to move away from that sooner than later?
The idea is a trained mind, because that's one of the things I kind of pride myself on, being somebody who's a trained mind. You know, I train my mind to say, make decisions not too soon and not too late.
Yeah.
You follow me? When you have a balance on or a way to make decisions, it helps you in business.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I try not to make a decision too late or too soon, and I take a look at the pros and the cons of what I need to make a decision on.
Yeah.
So what I would tell people that want to start their business is train your mind about how you're going to make decisions in this business. You know, are you going to make decisions emotionally, or are you going to make decisions rationally?
Yeah.
Those are two things that I would say.
And
Make-
go ahead.
Make decisions rationally or emotionally. What do you think is best? Because in my experience, when we make decisions emotionally, they're not as business oriented as they need to be.
Yes.
You know?
So being fearful is an emotion. So for like with the people that have fears to start a business, what would be like the main advice that you would give them?
I would say do it and immediately write down the pros and the cons of what just happened. Not wait. Because, you know, some people say, you know, you learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
But see, because I'm trained in thinking, and particularly I'm trained in business, that because I actually have a second master's in organizational management and development.
Yeah.
You know, and some of the things
You have lots of education going on.
Yeah, I do. You know, and one of the things is.
Oh my God, is he really touching my leg? Yes, he really touched my leg.
You know, people always say learn from your experiences.
Yeah.
But in business, sometimes we make a decision and we don't see it until a year later.
Yeah.
So how can you learn from that? You get it? Mm-hmm. It's more about being trained in decision-making skills. Mm-hmm. You know, you just don't wait around to see what happens.
Yes.
Because you may not see what happens in business until a year later.
Yes.
You know, it's best to kind of, you know, train your mind into how, or some of the best practices of making decisions.
Yes.
Got it. And I kind of lost your question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I don't know. Listen.
It's
anyway,
okay. No, that's fine.
We all human. Listen. All right. So I just want to tell you. So yesterday I had this experience where, so I did this activity yesterday. We were out and we were doing some marketing activity, and I really wanted to give some flyers and some business cards to this local celebrity here in Atlanta. Okay. And a few years ago, and this is my advice in business to piggyback off, just do it. So a few years ago, I would have never been the person that would have given a flyer or a card to anyone. So I really just did this activity yesterday just to see how bold that I can actually be, because I'm a person and that person is a person, and you know, I'm worth it all too. So I'm like, okay, I'm great, so I'm going to give this other great person some of my marketing material, and hopefully we can be great together. So with the just do it and the fear part is just to just do it. And, you know, just see the butterfly effect happen later. Yeah. And when the fear starts to creep up, if you're in action mode, you're kind of just like pushing that fear like to the back of your mind, and you're not even like thinking about, I can't do it, and all of these things that come up in your brain. So the action mode is definitely what keeps the fear all the way to the back. The action mode.
I commend you on that.
Yeah.
No. Because what happens is fear takes us straight to the grave.
Yeah.
And in something called inaction.
Yeah.
Inaction, like we're not even moving anymore.
The more action that you do, the higher your self-esteem gets.
Yes.
And then more action comes from that, and more confidence comes from that.
Okay,
so,
good. So my advice would be to be active.
Active.
In your fear.
Yes, in your fear. Just be active.
Because fear can have you to, be stuck.
Yeah.
But we gotta, and also, fear is basically what we're talking about. Fear is not a bad thing.
Yes.
Fear is an emotion, but it's how you channel it.
Yes.
Some fear can have you stuck and not moving.
Yeah.
But what we want to do is channel the fear into action.
Yes.
In order to become better.
Yes.
In order to address the issue, the problem, the business,
Yes.
the self-esteem, the self-confidence. So we gotta allow our fear to become our strength.
Great. So we're gonna wrap this thing up.
No problem.
I really do appreciate you. We all appreciate you stopping by here at the Beauty Parlor. And I want you to tell all the viewers what projects that you're working on now. And
Okay.
also, real quickly before you do that, we will have all of Coach's information down in the description below. So let all the viewers know what projects that you're working on now here in Georgia.
Got it. Well, right now I'm working on first of all, it's called ARMIE 13. That's the name of my company. And right now we have a comedy show that's taking place right now in Marietta. We have a comedy show taking place. I'm right now working with a local, in Atlanta we have a lot of rappers. But right now I'm working with a local young rapper. He's 17 years old. And a very popular young man, and we're working on giving teen parties.
Yes.
I think a teen party is an untapped market in the county that I live in, which is Cobb County. Is an untapped market.
Yes.
Dealing with teen parties, and I have a clothing company that I'm working on, which is called ARMIE 13, and I actually have so many businesses that I'm working on and working with, like Richard Branson that owns Virgin Records and all that other stuff. He has 200 businesses. So I don't want you to think that I'm strange. Richard Branson has 200 plus businesses and he's a billionaire.
And Tony Robbins always talks about that too.
Yeah.
He has like 35 multiple streams of income in one day. That's nothing.
It's nothing. So
but also, didn't you say something about a nonprofit?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Very
Make sure
good.
they know about that too.
Yeah. We talked about that before the interview. I have a nonprofit organization. Actually, the nonprofit organization was a spinoff from a book that I wrote called From Boy to Man. So I have a nonprofit organization called From Boy to Man, and that nonprofit organization is to assist the threads of society, which are our boys, developing to men. Because no matter what anybody says, men are the head. And
we need some more good men out there, don't we, ladies?
Thank you. So,
Coach gonna help with that.
I'm gonna help with that. Get the boys ready to be men, because men got to go out there and fish. So that's my nonprofit organization as well. And I think every business should have a nonprofit, department in order to really flourish.
Really good. So you can follow Coach on Instagram at ARMIE13, which is ARMIE XIII in the Roman numerals.
Yes.
And Facebook under ARMIE13.
Entertainment.
ARMIE Entertainment, excuse me.
ARMIE Entertainment.
And you don't do Twitter, right?
No, I don't do Twitter.
I do Twitter.
I don't do Twitter. Trump, the president. I love him to death because of his capitalism, ways, and actions. But no, I don't do Twitter.
You love the president.
I do love the president. I love his capitalism. We just gotta balance that out.
We're going to cut on that one. No, I'm just kidding.
That's cool.
All right, well, thanks again.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Make sure you like. Yeah, hold on. I got to remember how to do this because I'm still new. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Let us get to 1,000 likes. I don't know. Some small number.
20
likes.
20,000.
Oh, 20,000 likes. Let us get to
20,000.
20,000 likes, and we're going to keep doing these interviews. And we really appreciate you and you stopping by the Beauty Parlor with Honeybee. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Very nice.